welcome to our familiar review series of Ryukin review stuff since 2018 because, oh well, of course it is. This is actually an oddly familiar review series, right? And today, I have something to review for this video as usual, but oh well. This thing right here, it is something that I bought off from my familiar online shopping blog, which is, oh well, Lazada. Oh well, it's you again. And this item right here, it is pretty interesting. It is a mini camera bag, but this thing, it is actually more like a smaller version of my camera bag right here. So as you can see here, this is a Caden D13 camera bag. So as you can see here, just look how big this thing is. But even though my little cat holder just kinda sitting in this really big camera bag here, and somehow right now, this camera bag right here is just filled with a lot of accessories in it, and including the store for my SD cards, which I also reviewed in the previous episode too. And also, if you want to check the video, I have reviewed this Caden D13 camera bag right here, so I will put the links in the description for that video, or maybe I will just going to put it somewhere else in this video. And also for the storage for my SD card, oh well, I'm also gonna put it in my description too, and also somewhere else in this video. So for these two videos, which I'm gonna put it in the description if I have enough time, or maybe I'm just going to put it somewhere else in this video, which I don't even know if it is actually exists or not. Or maybe you would just leave it like 404 not found. And right now, without any hesitation. And right now, without any hesitation ado, let's take a look at the listings we got on this thing. So first of all, for the listings right here, we got not much. The brand of this thing is SmallRig, and it is a quick storage for scatter accessories, carrying and hanging storage bag with inner compartments and outer zip. That's really it. So as you can see here, they actually claim that it's recommended by these guys right here. So, and just look at this. You're actually going to see that it is pretty small, right? And it is even smaller is that you can actually going to put this thing on your trousers belt. Seriously? And right now, I do have the package for it, but somehow I can't even show it to you guys because, oh well, they have my name and my address on it. So, and right now, without any hesitation ado or any nonsense, let's get right into an unboxing of this SmallRig Camera Storage Bag. Alright, so right now I have decided that I'm going to unbox this thing from the bottom of the package right here to, oh well, to cover my true identity of myself, I guess. So, but rather than just going to censor it. So, and right now I'm going to cut along the line on scan. Alright, there we go. I think I'm going to remove the bubble wrap anyways. But since this thing is actually being shipped from China, so and as you can see here, we got a SmallRig box right here. So, but judging by how small this thing is, and here it says SmallRig Big Dream. More like a big rig, small dream. Of course, this thing, it is literally made in China. And how do I unbox this thing? Oh, there we go. Remove the plate out. Why? Why is this so hard to unbox? Oh, there we go. So as you can see here, we got the storage bag itself. And oh well, pretty smaller than I expected. But hey, at least it's actually looking pretty good. And right now, let's take a look at the actual product itself right here. So as you can see here on the front, we got the brand right here, which says SmallRig, just like that. And when we open this bag up, oh, look at that. Just look a pretty nice small amount of storage in there. And it even includes the additional stuff in there too. But except it is just a little bit smaller than expected, but oh well. But at least for this SmallRig bag right here, which what you gonna expect for a pretty small size. And I really think that it is actually made for storing your GoPro or your compact camera, something like that. But oh well, at least it actually do. Just like what is actually shown on the picture of this product right here. So as you can see here, it even actually put a GoPro in there. So, and it even give you this slot right here to put it onto your belt like this too. So I'm gonna try that if I really want to. And oh well, I'm going to use this thing for an actual 1 week. And after a 1 week, I will going to come back and record the conclusions of how I think or I thought about this SmallRig Camera Storage Bag. And right now, without any further hesitation ado, let's get the use of this thing for 1 week started. Okay, so day 1 of me with this SmallRig storage camera bag right here. So as you can see, here's what it looks like after I have used this thing for a whole entire day. So as you can see right now, I did actually see some minor changes to it though after I have used this thing for a whole day. And the only sign that I actually found after I have used this thing for a whole entire day is that it is on the back. So as you can see here on the back, you're actually going to see that right now the nylon strips are starting to fall apart. So this is actually probably due to I did actually put this thing on the belt for a long period of time, and then the nylons are just, oh well, they're sick of being on nylon. So that's why my belt kind of ripped them apart, and then it actually hit the nylon strips, and then my belt probably just ripped them off, and then this is what it looks like. And I did actually realize that it is actually made out of rubber. Oh well, pretty good quality rubber though. And alright, that's pretty much it for the first day with this SmallRig storage camera bag here. 3704 I think for the product code of this thing. So, and right now, if I didn't find anything interesting on the second day, I will probably just going to skip on to the other day, like the third, the fourth, or even in the final day, where I'm going to film my conclusions about this thing. So, and that's pretty much it for the first day of this SmallRig here. And right now, let's cut to the other day. I think probably second, third, fourth, fifth. I don't even sure, but only time will tell. And that concludes the almost entire week with this SmallRig storage camera bag here. So, and what are my first impressions for this thing? Oh well, I'm gonna say this thing is pretty much a small camera bag that I got. But although, oh well, but despite being a very small size and also the material of this thing is made out of a pretty good quality nylon. So this thing, and even in the listings that I actually read about this thing, which they actually says that this thing is not a waterproof. Oh well, it's not a waterproof bag, but I don't even know if it is actually going to have any water resistance for it, but oh well. But they actually said that this thing is non-waterproof. So even you have a water splash onto it, it's going to be wet. And even the entire setup inside this thing will actually going to wet too. So, but except for the GoPros, I think. Or otherwise, the whole entire setup just go blah. So in the wet, I think. But despite being not a waterproof bag, but this thing, it is also bring a pretty useful camera bag for storing my Sony Xperia XA1, which I kinda discovered that this thing, it is actually bring a perfect bag for my Xperia XA1. So let me going to say that this thing, it actually fit my entire Sony Xperia XA1 just fine. And I did actually put some other accessories for it too, like my phone mount, my wrist strap, stuff like that, which, oh well, this camera bag right here, it kind of surprised me a lot, I think. And it even fit this storage bag here for my SD cards too, which, oh well, but it's still actually going to be in a perfect fit just fine. And the only one thing that I found about its weakness, it is this, which I don't even think much about it when I get this thing to unbox. But until I kind of realized that this right here is going to come apart and it actually shows the hair like this. Oh well. Not looking in pretty good shape so far, but oh well. But I kind of use it pretty heavily on the belt, and the belt, it kind of ripped these nylons apart, and look at that. Here's the condition, guys. It ain't looking good at all. But I think this is worth it now, of a week with this SmallRig storage camera bag here. And oh well, that's pretty much it for my first impressions after a week of using this. So, and oh well, so what are my conclusions for this thing? Oh well, I'm gonna say this thing is pretty much a small item, and it's like a miniature version of a camera bag. So, but despite it is actually going to fit my Xperia inside there, and also, but I don't even know if it is actually going to fit the entire iPad mini one here. Oh well. I'm going to try that if it's actually going to fit in there. So this is iPad mini one right here, which I have a review about it, so you can check it out in the video in the description, or maybe I'm just going to put it somewhere else in this video, which I'm going to test it if it is actually going to fit inside this SmallRig here. So, oh well. I think I realized why. Just look at this. So, and that's really it. I think even an iPad mini one wouldn't fit inside the SmallRig cage too. I mean the SmallRig storage camera bag, I think, not the SmallRig cage. So, but oh well, this SmallRig storage camera bag right here, which, oh well, I'm gonna say this thing, it is pretty much a small size camera bag that it actually going to fit almost everything that is actually bring in a compact size that's fine. So I'm gonna say this thing, it is actually going to be a perfect camera bag for my Sony Xperia XA1, which, oh well, despite bring in a pretty nice setup for it, which, oh well, this thing is actually going to be the most and the least useful item. And for my final thoughts for this thing, oh well, this SmallRig storage camera bag right here, which is actually a pretty much an useful item for my Xperia XA1 when it comes to storing all my stuff in, which I don't even know if it's actually going to fit my camcorder in, which, oh well, for my camcorder, which is seemingly impossible to fit in, because my camcorder is too big, and that's why I just kinda put my camcorder in my big camera bag anyways. So, but for this bag right here, which I'm gonna say it actually shapes like a compact camera bag, but except it's a bit large. So, but it's more like a miniature version of a camera bag, to be honest. So, but except for there's not even a lockers on it, so only zips. And alright, that concludes the 1 week review of this SmallRig storage camera bag here. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I do appreciate that, and I will see you guys later in the next video, where I'm going to do more holiday content like this for you guys. And I will see you guys later then. All around. Alas, for now. Bye.
Set the phases to run. What got you distrust? It's negative attention at best. So solid nothing. Maybe it's also a little bit. Maybe it's also it was all about it.
Oh great, more stuff.